Some of the things that a minister says in a church are things that were found in a book, found from what somebody else said and all that sort of thing. But every once in a while I had something come into my thinking that just came out of nowhere, almost like a child remembering something I did. And now later I'm remembering it's coming back to me, and not all together, but it's something like this. I made a story out of it. The little boy is in the kitchen with his mother, and she's making breakfast. The father has left for work, and the little boy is going to go outside, as he always does, into the backyard and play. He has a certain kind of a way to play, and his mother stops him and says, "Listen, go out there and play if you like, but we have to go to Ho-Ho's house," or whatever it is. "When you come back, I don't want you to mess up your clothes. You understand?" "Yes, Mama." "You go out there and play. As you come back, and don't dirty up your clothes. You hear me, don't you?" "Yes, Mama, I do." He walks into the backyard, looks up into the sky, slaps his hands on the sides of his body, and walks down and kicks the bucket that's down at the end. He always does, kicks the bucket. Then he walks beyond that into where it begins a kind of a place where he can go in and look for animals. He wants a rabbit today. He wants a rabbit. He can't find it. He looks around, messes around a little bit, and sees something not quite right over there, and he reaches down and got into a squat of a little boy, and he started picking on something. And as he did, it came out of the dirt. It came out of that among the grass. And he looked it up and looked at the thing, and it was shining. And his eyes got big, and he turned back. He looked at it, and he wiped it, and he looked at it again, and again he thought about it. He went down, he got this, and he spit on it. He spit on it like that. Then when that was done, he said, "It's better." But then he wiped his thing on his shirt, and he got up, he tripped, he fell down, he ran up to the house, opened the screen door, went back in there, and could hardly speak when he saw his mother. "Mommy, Mommy, look what I found. It's an ugly, dumb-looking thing, but when you make it shine, it looks beautiful." It has something to do with the idea of a rock, in this boy's case, who brought it to his mother. And what did his mother do? We don't know. We didn't finish it. We don't want to finish it. Did his mother say, "That's beautiful. Oh, that is so wonderful. Let me see it." Or, "I told you not to get your clothes dirty. Do you understand?" When you find something and you bring it in and show it to somebody, it's a gift. And frankly, when I work on a Sunday morning in a church, that's what I do. Somewhere during the week, I found a rock, and it had some color in it, and I had to wash it a couple times so I could bring it in and be able to share it with you. It's a rock, not much of anything. It doesn't matter very much, but when you bring it back in, you're bringing something for everybody. What a wonderful thing it is. I'm sorry, I didn't make it work. See if you can put this in.
Yeah.
It's a licked rock, because what he does eventually toward the end is he takes the rock when he can't get anything else done, he goes, slurp. That's the thing. And with that licked rock, it's something I can bring in to say to you. Not a rock, it's an idea, it's a thought, it's something of that sort. And that was okay. There was a woman, as a matter of fact, who had been at the school where I taught for a while, St. James School, and I did stories every Thursday when it was my job to do it in the chapel. And those kids got these stories worked up, and they kept them. They wrote them down, saved them. And this girl came one day when I had been there, away from there now for 10 years. And she said, "I remember something you said there in the church, in the chapel. I'll never forget it." And she told me what it was and all the rest. And when it all came to an end, it had to do with this idea of the licked rocks. That's what she had heard, and she loved it. And she told me how much she liked it, and I said, "Well, thank you, I appreciate that." To me, it just means I'm bringing something out of my life into your life. Not to tell you what to do, but just to say, let's share this. Let's share this, and let's bring this thing in and make it a part of our life. And somehow or other, the Thursday services got better because the kids waited, and we did things back and forth together. And she waited all that time. I could not believe it. She's now a lawyer somewhere in Virginia. And she writes a card now and again and said, I still remember the rocks. What a good thing that is, I think. And so simple, so very simple.